Well, welcome. You guys are now officially in my space, my bedroom. That right there is the Maryland state flag. I do think we have the best flag in the United States, but I'm a little partial because that's where I grew up. However, that is not what this video is about. This is all about, as you can see in the title, it's my birthday. Okay, well, not my birthday, but LGBT Stories' birthday. Yes, today, December 1st, 2019, LGBT Stories is 3 years old. We have passed our terrible twos. We are walking, we are running, we can reach things on the counter, we can mess things up, and we still don't have to clean them up because our parents are going to come by and do it all for us. We are 3 years old. Man, I am so grateful. I have learned so much over this past 3 years. As you guys know, I didn't even know what a podcast was. And now there are 133,000 downloads of LGBT Stories across iTunes and Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio plays this podcast. That is so freaking cool to me. And I have to just say thank you to you guys, because without you, well, no one would be listening. And without the people around this world, I was just looking at the statistics yesterday of one of the promotions that I did on on Instagram. I promoted one of the posts, and the biggest audience was in Canada. Like, how cool is that? It's just so cool to know that people are listening and seeing this content from all around the world. And if you know, and if you listen to this show from the beginning, you know that I've had a man from Uganda on the show talking about his time growing up in Uganda and what it was like to be gay there. There are people all over the world that listen to LGBT Stories. And I'll tell you something. When I first came to Los Angeles, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm approaching 10 years here, and to be able to look back on the last 10 years and look back on the last 3 years of LGBT Stories and see all the things that I've touched and that I've gotten to do, and the TV shows and movies, that those productions that I've been on and gotten to see, and how things are made, and to create a podcast of my own and to do it under my own direction, that's huge. And then to be able to vulnerably share that with you guys, and to find people to come on this show and tell their stories, and to get to know people and know people's stories and hear about their lives and the things that they've been through, that, man, that's truth. That's like that silver lining, the silver beauty of it all, of life, that just, weaves through everything. And I think when you can touch that, when you can get in tune with that and learn about people and what makes them tick and what makes them move and what motivates them, then I think you're onto something. And that's what we're doing. So this is not over. LGBT Stories is not over. We are continuing. Here's to year 4. We're going into 2020 doing really big things. Obviously, if you guys are paying attention, the YouTube channel is new, and I'm working on building more content there. This will be there. So you're going to see me. You're going to see my face more. I hope you like it. And let me know in the comments below if you like this video. Let me know in the comments below if you want more things like this. Thank you guys for an amazing 3 years. I am so excited and so pumped up to be making more content with you. I'm working on getting some really awesome guests on this show to tell their stories, their coming out stories, for all of you guys. And lastly, I want to thank the people who write into LGBT Stories, because I have to tell you something. It is not always easy to make content consistently. It is really difficult. It takes a lot of time. I don't sleep a lot. There are many times where I am recording episodes or editing episodes throughout the middle of the night. And there have been times, and even recently, where I've wanted to just give up. Whether it be financially, I need to go, find a job that's going to take up more of my time, and I can't put as much time into this podcast, and finances are just beating me up, or it's to just the time that it takes to edit and do all this stuff and get it out on every single platform and all over social media. And oh my God, the numbers aren't right where they're supposed to be and all this thing. And then I get an email from the 12-year-old in middle America, or the 50-year-old who listens to the show and is so grateful that someone is curating content like this. I'm telling you, you know when you're a kid and you hear those celebrities or those artists say, if this only hits one person, then you've done your job? That's how I feel every single time I get one of those emails. Man, I'm affecting one person. And I learned something recently. When I was like 16 years old, the TV show Queer as Folk came out, and that was my only outlet to being gay. That's all I had, was this TV show, Queer as Folk, that came on Showtime, that I really shouldn't have been watching at 16 years old, but it's all I had. And I could like escape and wonder and imagine what it would be like to live in a world where I'm accepted for who I am. And I know, because you guys are telling me this, that LGBT Stories is that for you. So the young people that listen to this show, I am so grateful for you, and always live in your truth. You might not be able to be as expressly gay as you may want to be right now, or you may feel on the inside. There may be unicorns jumping around all over on the inside, and you're just not in an environment or around people who are allowing you to express yourself like you want to. Just know that that's okay. You're going to get to a point in life and at an age in life where you can let your freaking freak flag fly all you want and continue to learn more about who you are and what really lights you on fire. So, thank you everyone for the last 3 years. We got more coming. I'm going to keep this video as short as I can. Y'all know I love to talk. My dog was making some noise. He's finally quiet now that it's the end of this video. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys have a great holiday season. 3 years old today. I love you all. And don't forget, always remember to keep loving one another.